Welcome to the Powhatan House South, the third oldest home on Galveston Island, with a truly remarkable history like no other. It is one of two remaining sections of the original home built in 1847 by John S. Sydnor. Sydnor was a pivotal figure in Galveston's development. He was an alderman, mayor, successful merchant, landowner, visionary, and deeply involved in the growth of the city. His home, named after the Powhatan tribe in his native Virginia, was a 24-room, Doric Greek Revival-style house built with lumber milled in New England and shipped to Galveston in the otherwise empty holds of cargo ships used to transport cotton. After the Civil War, the home was utilized as a hotel for a while, a military academy, and then again a private residence. Beginning in 1878, the house became the home of the Island City Protestant Orphans Asylum. It continued to be a home for orphaned children until 1896. When Henry Rosenberg died in 1893, he bequeathed $30,000 to build a new orphanage. The new orphanage was completed in 1896 and today serves as the Bryan Museum. The Powhatan House was then sold for $1 single under the condition that it would be moved to another location. The house was then divided into 3 separate homes. This home, the southernmost section, is located at the corner of 35th Street and Avenue R. A second section is located at 35th Street and Avenue O. The third section burned in 1928 and no longer exists. Imagine the difficulty of moving a house of this magnitude in 1896. With no internal combustion engine to power tractor trailers, cranes or forklifts, and no electricity or power tools, it must have been a monumental task. Let's fast forward a bit to September 8, 1900. When a great storm would forever change the history of Galveston. At the time of the 1900 storm, this home was known as the Stanley G. Spencer House. Spencer, a prominent businessman, has the unfortunate distinction of being the first recorded death attributed to the Great Storm. Late on Saturday afternoon, Spencer received a telegram instructing him to meet Mr. Lord at Ritter's Cafe and Saloon. The Spencers had a telephone in their home, and Stanley called his family to let them know he would be home late. Little did they know, moments later, Stanley would be dead, the first victim of the storm. Had the telegram arrived a few minutes later, Stanley would have survived the storm here with his wife Josephine and 2 sons. History and people's lives, it seems, often turn on small hinges. Much of what we know about what it was like to survive the 1900 storm in this house has been captured by author Paul Lester in his book The Great Galveston Disaster. After Stanley's death, his sons travelled back to Philadelphia by train to stay with family while his wife settled their affairs. They disembarked in Houston and met Lester, who was travelling to Galveston. Lester interviewed the 2 boys, and their harrowing account of surviving the great storm here is included in his book and begins on page 107. Our house rocked dreadfully. It and the 2 houses on either side of it are old houses built over. No one thought they could stand the fury of the gale, but they were the only 3 left standing in that part of the city, Alex Spencer recalled. The story of Stanley Spencer's death was also captured in Eric Larson's book and Smithsonian documentary entitled Isaac's Storm. Today, the Powhatan House South and its remarkable history is shared with guests from around the world. It stands as a testament to the ingenuity, courage and fortitude of previous generations. The house is filled with an amazing collection of artifacts and curiosities designed to pique the interest of generations young and old and inspire a deeper understanding of our world and our history. As you step through its doors today, you can almost hear the echoes of the past and imagine how different life was not so long ago. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep appreciating the stories that have built our world.